In your Valley headlines this week, President Biden is slated to visit the RGV. The president, along with members of his administration, will be in Brownsville to meet with top border officials.
Yeah, this comes as he's asking Congress to take action on border security, while he's also looking at executive action. Our Jeremiah Marshall joins us live right now from our newsroom with more on this anticipated visit. Jeremiah.
Derek, Sydney, come Thursday, you can expect heavy traffic, road delays, and even protest demonstrations. All eyes will be on Brownsville as Biden makes his first visit as president to the Rio Grande. It comes as his push for a bipartisan border security agreement. With the primaries taking place next week, political experts say this could impact voters.
I think a big part of this trip is to basically highlight the problem and say Congress needs to act to address this.
According to White House officials, President Biden will meet with Border Patrol agents as well as local leaders. His goal is to call on congressional Republicans to take up on a bipartisan agreement put forth by the Senate.
The situation at the border has been sort of a long-running issue for President Biden and the White House.
And I think it's unfortunate that more people aren't really up to date on what actually is happening at the border.
UTRGV political science lecturer Robert Velez says Biden's visit could lead to more people at the polls for both parties.
It's possible that with a presidential visit this close to our primary, that it would boost turnout. It could boost turnout for either Democrats or Republicans, or maybe both.
South Texas politicians are chiming in on Biden's visit. Democratic Representative Henry Cuellar saying, quote, "I am pleased to see that President Biden will visit Brownsville on Thursday. It will be good for the president to hear directly from border communities as we continue to deal with the ongoing situation at our southern border." Meanwhile, Republican Congresswoman Monica De La Cruz saying, quote, "Though nothing will ever repair the damage he has inflicted on our country, we expect the president to deliver a clear and actionable plan to rectify the harm he has caused."
You know, this is something that I think a lot of polling has shown voters rate immigration and border security at or near the top of sort of their issue list heading into November. So this is definitely something that the White House, I think, is aware.
I believe everyone has a role, whether it's in voting or in doing really the heavy lifting of democracy, which occurs between elections. That is, going to events like this one, making your voice heard, reaching out to your elected officials, holding their feet to the fire, keeping them accountable.
Political experts also say voters may blame the Biden administration for the massive amount of apprehensions at the border, but it's also been shared by our border report team that encounters were down by 50% in last month. Live in the newsroom, I'm Jeremiah Marshall.